Assalamualaikum, Salam, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, and good graces to us all. My name is Cecillia and I am representing Frateran Senior High School, Surabaya. The topic that I've chosen to talk about today is the role of youth in eliminating discrimination, steps towards a fairer society. When you first hear of the word discrimination, perhaps the first thought that comes to your mind is discrimination cases that have already passed. One of such cases is a case of anti-Chinese sentiment from the Indonesian government during Suharto's regime, where people of Chinese descent were prohibited from embracing their heritage. Even though said regime has long since passed, that doesn't mean that our fight against discrimination has ended. Unfortunately, this issue is still ongoing, only in a different form. In truth, discrimination cases are still rampant in today's society and present in everyday life. Countless acts of harassment are done based on something no person can control, whether it be race, faith, disability, or even gender. Based on a recent survey, the number of discrimination cases in 70% of countries from the year 2021 to 2022 has increased. A supporting report from the year 2014-2019 also stated that out of 31 countries, 1 out of 5 of their citizens have reported that they experience it in their everyday life. This further proves that discrimination is still relevant, even until today. Even though stripped of every form of identity, every human deserves the same rights and treatment, as stated in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Article 1, written by the United Nations. All human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. They are endowed with reason and conscience and should act towards one another in a spirit of brotherhood. Owing to that fact, we as youths must try to fight to eliminate or put a stop to discrimination in order to decrease the number of discrimination cases and put a stop to them completely if we can, as such efforts preserve and fulfill human rights. Therefore, we as a younger generation must have a role in advocating and preaching for the fair rights of those prejudiced against. To completely eliminate all discrimination is a long and tall journey. We must take up the banner for inclusivity and diversity and spread awareness regarding such issues, especially when we, as young people, having grown up in the internet era and are more tech-savvy, could utilize modern appliances as a way to bridge the gap and unite people together virtually. Not only are modern devices a tool to connect people together virtually, they can also lead to real-life activist movements occurring. One example of how we could do so would be by sharing and spreading educational content on social media regarding anti-discrimination. We can also take on a more hands-on approach and volunteer to take part directly in events targeted to combat against marginalizing acts, such as donating and attending charity events. By doing this, we can establish ourselves as role models for future, past, and current generations. Another way we can aid in the fight for equity is by giving and defending our opinions and suggestions against bigoted policies, whether they be in schools, offices, governments, or anywhere in the world. Other than that, one of the many causes why discrimination is still prevalent until today is because of the many passive bystanders that allow such acts to happen. We must intervene to not let such things continue to fester and grow. Quietly letting conducts like this happen only serves to further the perpetrator's self-righteousness. Making use of our opportunities to expand the scope of our people's narrow views and see that no human is too different nor too odd. Broadening knowledge and acceptance of diversity will better our future. With no unexplainable conflicts nor harmful cliches to muddy our thoughts, numerous more possibilities of cooperation and partnerships are open. As Abdurrahman Wahid, better known as Gustur or Father of Tolerance, our fourth president once said, discrimination did exist in the past. We must completely eradicate it now. This is if we want a strong country and a great nation. We must see the differences between ourselves as national wealth. So let's fight together to try to eliminate discrimination in Indonesia and the world. It might be difficult alone, but together we can do it. Thank you. That is all for my speech. If I have said any word that have offended you, please forgive me. Thank you for watching.